Hello everybody, today we're playing Lobotomy Corporation, and as you can tell by the background, I've played this game before. Um, this is one of the first games I've done, and it's done. I have finished the entirety of the game, with 100% completion, but I thought it'd be fun I also have a few mods on. If I show you, at least there was. I guess there isn't mods right now, so that's fine. But we're gonna start and just I'll probably do one corp per day, but if you don't know this game, well, I'll go through the story. So basically this game is a monster management simulator that it gets very difficult towards the end, so episodes might not be as uniform towards the end of this, but towards the start I hope to do, we'll see how long I go, but it's probably going to be a lot of cutouts since it is kind of a little bit different, but hey. So here's the text in the start. This is Angela. She is a AI who basically, she's actually Lobotomy Corporation. We were hired to be a manager from A, and she's just talking to us right now about herself because that's her. But this was the first game before Limbus Company and Library of Ruina came out, and honestly, it's a gem. Not quite as good as, Limbus Company, because Limbus Company is amazing. I didn't like Library of Ruina that much, but hey. But Lobotomy Corporation, I love so very much, so yeah. I'm also not... I might introduce some mods, but all of them are just nice and easy things like extra information or what's it called, or something, but basically just things that change, or the Saphirate. We'll go with company, but what's it called? I can't remember now. Sorry. I might introduce one that changes the Saphirates into their actual counterparts instead of... You'll see. You'll see what they look like now, but... This one, I'm going to be going as hard as physically possible, so we'll see how that goes. Once we get through this text, we'll be able to see how the game actually works, which to you who don't know the game will be fun. Right now, I've already read all this text a million times, but I'm just letting it play through. Make sure, while this is going on, to like and subscribe, as well as comment what you want me to change. Like, if you don't want me to go through all this text as normal, then please tell me so. I will read your comments, and yeah. Anyway, here... Oh, sorry. But also, she is like deathly smart. She is way too smart for her own good, even though she is an AI. So this just means what I did in the past, I now know. So you will see that Malkuth is looking like this, which I have a mod that changes this so they look normal instead of like robots, and I probably will introduce that because I don't like this look. So, hey, either way, we are now going to start. So every single day, you've got a team. You will have multiple different teams on here, and you've got your employee list over here, your employee functions, and you'll have to read what all this is, but I have everything unlocked, so we're just playing an actual thing. There is ego, which is basically weapons and armor that you can equip, which I have all. I'm missing Soda's stuff. That's interesting. I have most of them, at least. I have all the Aleph, which is all that really matters, but hey. And all the WA, which is what really matters, so. Whatever, but. You can also hire for 1 lob, and the last thing you can do is increase stats using these little points you get, which are called lob points, right here. These lob points hire new employees, upgrade their stats, and yeah, they can also be used to rename employees, which I probably won't do, but right here we're going to put Michaela on our team and probably give her some good ego because, yeah, we'll give her Crimson Scar. We'll just give her the Crimson Scar set. So she's got an amazing set to start off with, which actually, no, I'll start with that because I'm going to be taking as many Alephs as possible. So, yeah. As you see in here, which I'm not sure if any of you have seen, but people who are new, you've got your entire corporation here, which will eventually be much, much, much bigger. But for now, we've got our little 3 rooms here, where we've got the home base, which you can bring all agents here, and then this level is how much healing you will get, and an extra little speed, based on the employees, which are these random walking around NPCs that aren't Michaela. So here's Michaela, and then here's a random NPC, Gamma 0. Now if you look over to this side, you'll see this little box with the abnormality we picked, which is once in hundreds of good deeds. These are little abnormalities, which you can choose when you hit select. You can choose 4 different ways to work with them to gain Enclophin, which you need to progress the day. Enclophin is Enclophin. PE stands for positive Enclophin, so PE boxes is positive Enclophin boxes. But you'll have the PE boxes. Basically, it will count up until it hits the time, and then you can end the day. So I'll show you right here. If we use attachment work and we choose to use Michaela here, I'm also going to speed up most of it because I don't have infinite time, but she will start working with once in hundreds of good deeds, which you can hear the music playing in the back. But here are the positive boxes, and here are the negative boxes. These are bad and these are good. Once they hit each other in the middle, then you finish the work. And if you saw, every single time that you got a negative box, the employee took damage. That is to note, you probably didn't see it because it was so tiny, but it did happen. Other than that, if you finish, and also if you look in here, there's a whole story for every abnormality. You can get this stuff. But if you look at the work list, you can see that instinct is low, insight is high until later levels, attachment is always high, and repression is also low. He also has an ego gift, which, if I can't move my camera, but this little gift right here has a 10% chance, and it gives plus 2 SP, and as you see, plus 10 success rate with 1 sin. So we'll just finish off this day here, and yeah. From this point on, now that you know the game, I am not going to be describing any more abnormalities. That's just how all of them work, unless I need to bring a certain different topic up. But if we finish off today, you can see we've got the day 1 workday complete up at the top. When we're ready to finish the day, we click that and it will end the day. I will probably... The freak? I thought there was only one person. Now there's Gamma 1 and Gamma 0. Okay. But I'm going to work one more time with him. And yeah. So now that we ended the workday, you can see that working with one sin caused their stats to go up. If you can't really read this, it went from 45 to 50. We got 4 lob points as a reward. None are dead. We have 1 employee remaining. 0 employees went from like a 4 to a 5. And we got an S rate with 100% survival rating. So we are going to proceed to the next day. Yes. Now, here's where the abnormality selection comes in. Oh my. Where you can select 3 different things or choose to re-extract. In this case, I'm going to take 1.76 megahertz because, yeah, he's really good. I like Face the Fear more than Build the Future. So, basically, Angela's just saying that we're the first ones to see abnormalities, and because of it, we can produce ankylophin. And because we can produce ankylophin, we now have energy, etc. So I'm going to expand the first team here with Malkuth, and I guess continue from there. So I'm going to hire someone. I'm not going to customize their appearance. I think that Maritza is just fine as is. And we will give her... Actually, I'm going to choose to do something for the first part of this. I'm going to restrict myself to Teth-only gear. Just because it gets a little bit too powerful if you can use any gear. Because, yeah. So I'll probably just stick with this. I'll probably just do lantern. And yeah. I'll restrict myself to Teth for now because otherwise it's really powerful. And we will begin. So, the reason I like 1.76 megahertz is, just for a brief explanation, these 4 stats here determine multiple things. As you can see, max HP, max SP, which is basically sanity points and health points. The work success and work speed is temperance, and then justice is attack speed and move speed. Justice is the best stat. It gets you attacking faster, and it moves them faster, so it's very beneficial to have justice, but it also costs so many more points to buy. So the reason I like 1.76 megahertz is he actually works well with repression. So I can now, using repression, I can increase their stats on this repression stat just by simply working this abnormality, which is very powerful, and I'm going to be looking for more abnormalities like him. This is where the grind part of the game kicks in. Because even though after probably 2 works of this, I can finish the game, as in finish this day, sorry. That's very But by constantly grinding out this one person and using their one thing over and over again, I can increase their stats, and we'll deal with this later, but I can increase their stats per day without having to pay for it, which is very, very useful. So while I could click this button, I'm not. Instead, we'll do one more work on Michaela. So this abnormality is basically TV static, which is, hey. And as you can see, I take this abnormality a lot, because the maximum is 999. But then we'll work 3 times with Maritza here. And of course, we'll continue training attachment over here. And then we'll move on to the next day. Hopefully this increases one of their levels by a bit, but I doubt it will. But it'll start getting headway towards that. I don't like how bad you're doing, Michaela. I'm sorry, not Michaela. Maritza. We'll get into Cliff-Off Meltdown when ordeals start, because Cliff-Off Meltdowns aren't really a thing until ordeals start. Which is until, I think, day 10 or something. But I don't know why you're constantly just doing good. Also, do either of them... Hey, so right here, they both have an ego gift. As you see, Maritza here has this penance hat, which basically gives her +2 SP, as you can see here, and 10% work success rate with once in 100s of good deeds, which isn't too powerful as it is the first in the game, but hey. And then Michaela here has the noise, where she's got +2 movement speed, +2 attack speed, so +2 all the justice. And then SP -10 and SP +10 when wearing the armor. But we aren't using the armor, so this is purely beneficial. Oh my. Anyway, this will be the last time that we work today, and then we'll end the day. Yeah, the real fun of this game really starts when, just when the game actually gets towards, I would say halfway onwards is when the game starts to get fun, and your first playthrough. If you've never checked this game out, again, it's Lobotomy Corporation. You can find it on Steam. It's a whole lot of fun. But I don't know why they gave so many managerial guidelines to him, but hey. Anyway, we'll complete the workday now. We gave him a bunch of stats in Justice and Attachment for both of them. So that's really nice. Both of them survived, and we're good. Ooh. This is... I wonder, because this is really good, but I think we already got one, so... I think we'll go for Little Bird. Hey, there it is. So, Forsaken Murderer is nice as well. Fairy Festival isn't that nice, but Punishing Bird is really nice because then I can also get Big Bird and Judgment Bird and get Apocalypse Bird, which is just really good. So, hey. but I'm probably going to cut out the next day after basically punishing bird is just a normal abnormality that basically you don't have to worry about at all. You just use insight to work with them. So I'm probably just going to fast forward through this day, so I'll see you by day 4. Okay, so as you can see here, they both leveled up Justice, which is really nice, as Justice is again the most important stat. So leveling up Justice is great here because now they're level 4, which would normally cost I think like 14 law points, so that's good. Finally for day 4, now we get a tool thing, which I'm gonna take. You must be happy since it's kind of doesn't do anything, but hey. So I don't know why they say this, but hey. We will definitely lose a lot of employees, but hey. So I'll do 2 more days and then we'll be done with this episode and we'll move on next time. So I'll probably just skip through this day as well. Another thing to note with the new abnormality is that it basically, there's a 50% chance you get stat bonuses and 50% chance you get stat decreases. So that's about it. I'll see you in a bit. So Michaela here got to level 4 Prudence, and that's pretty good. That's all I was trying to do. So I also got the ego gifts on both of the characters for both, basically giving them +4 justice each. Anyway, this last day will be where we ended off today, ending Malkuth's entire team. I hope to make the first, at least first third of this game, first quarter of this game, about here in length. So, yeah. It's the exact same as yesterday, so I'm gonna do the exact same stuff again. So ending up today, just wrong person. So to end up today, as you can see, I'm not gonna grind any more than I have to for today because we already got all the ego gifts. I'm just giving a couple of stats to them, but yeah, comment below if you like me showing you every single word in the text, or if you want me to just skip through, if you want me to describe every abnormality, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time with Yasad. Have a good one. Goodbye.